guys, my name is Amy Marietta. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be talking about what I'm manifesting for 2021 because I got a lot of questions about it on my Instagram AMA Sundays, which is where on Sundays I put the little question box on my Instagram in my stories and you can ask me any question. And I've been getting a lot of questions on what I'm manifesting for 2021, what my goals are, how do I manifest. So I want to share it with you guys. So let's get to it. I wrote them all down. Tip number 1 for manifesting: write everything down. Write it down and make a vision board. If you haven't already watched my previous manifesting videos, go watch those because I talk more in detail about the journaling process and the actual methods I use, but I'll still be going over some of those today. Those ones are just also really helpful. I manifest in this black book. I use this black book as my schedule for the month. I use it for writing poems when I feel like it, doodling, which is like really therapeutic. I wrote down a ton of notes from when I rewatched The Secret, which I highly recommend. It's also a book. It really changed my life. I think it's really important to just continuously write down your goals, what you want in life, because it reminds you why you're doing everything every day. It reminds you what your bigger picture is. You won't focus as much on the small things. It really works. It's almost like magic, to be honest. All right. Also, if you guys aren't following me on TikTok, go follow me on there because I give more tips about manifesting and sharing things that I'm manifesting daily. But anyways, so I break it down into different categories. I have like the overall purpose of life category, and then I have the career category, and then I have the more materialistic category. I'm just gonna read you mine. Okay, so some things that I'm manifesting for 2021 are happiness, because that's the overall goal, is to be happy. Health, I want to take care of my body. I want healthy family and friends. I want to make sure they're all good. A happy and passionate love. Financial freedom. Living in a capitalist society, having financial freedom can really help you not be stressed. It's easier to be creative when you aren't worrying about money. It's easier to give when you have enough money. It's easier to do a lot of things. That's just something I have on here. It's not like the most important thing in my life, but it is really important just because of how society is these days, unfortunately. But just like imagine if money wasn't a thing, we wouldn't even have to put this on our fucking list. We'd just be happy and healthy. Oh God. So more things on my purpose side of the manifesting. Inspire others. I want to inspire more people to love themselves, to have more confidence, help them develop their style, help with beauty tips, maybe make some people laugh. I'm not very funny, but like I try sometimes. Sometimes I'm funny. I am funny. I want to be funnier. Some people think I'm funny. Do guys just laugh at our jokes because it's like how girls just laugh at theirs? I don't know. Regardless. I want to create inspiring content. I really want to push myself creatively this year and create like better photos, better videos. It's really hard because I need to focus on so many different platforms, but I want to kind of narrow it down, really focus on just 3. So TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. But that's still so much because then you break Instagram down and it's like you have to do reels, stories, IGTV, you know what I mean? So it really is so much going on in my brain at all times. Speaking of so much going on in my brain at all times, I want to be better about living in the present. This is something that I am not good at. I am sometimes. I'm not going to be too hard on myself. Sometimes I'm good about living in the moment, but I don't want to live in fear. I don't want to live regretting the past. I just want to live in this moment and be here and be happy to experience it with other people. I want to do what I love every day, creating. I want to like be passionate about what I'm doing. I'm at a really good point, but I could always be better, you know? Or maybe that's just something that society has also taught us. Okay, now I'm gonna have to talk to my therapist about that. But I mean, I guess there's always room for improvement regardless, right? But also then like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Anyway, I have more goals. I want to make some new meaningful relationships with people who are supportive and like really care about my well-being, aren't like gonna use me for anything, which is really difficult, and you find that as you get older. I mean, you find that out at any point in life, but it's just difficult. It's really difficult to find people who share the same values. It's easier online because you'll share something and someone will be like, oh, I relate to that. You know what I mean? But anyways, I just want to find some new meaningful relationships, like friendships, because I have a couple, but a couple more wouldn't hurt. I do like to keep my circle small though. Regardless, I would like to meet maybe a couple cool other people. Laugh more, love more. I want to spend more time in nature, go on more hikes. I think it's really important and it keeps you grounded, especially with social media and how much time we doom scroll on our phone and like spend so much time on our phones. Sometimes I spend a ridiculous amount. Like last week, my average was 10 hours a day, and that's so disgusting to say out loud. And I know it's not good for my mental health, but I've just been like so obsessively consuming content about what's happening. It's like a mix. I'll be like trying to find out what's going on with people storming the Capitol, and then I'll be trying to like watch something happy to like get my mind off of it and like distractions. But instead of doing that, I want to spend more time in nature. I want to read more books, just like be continuously discovering myself. I also want to travel to 5 new places. I want to become more minimalist and organized. When I'm minimalist and organized, I can think a lot more clearly, and I think that's so important, especially in today's day and age. I've been really trying to like list everything on my Depop and Poshmark, sell it, donate it, just getting rid of a lot of stuff I have, and kind of like it feels like a fresh slate, and it makes it a lot easier to create instead of having so much stuff everywhere and you're like, oh, I don't know where everything is type of thing. And then we move on to the more career side, career goals. So I want to expand AM Club, which is my scarf line. I want to expand it into like bedding, sweatshirts, maybe wallpaper, some new designs, more collabs, and get in more stores, sell through more of our stock. And we had our best year last year, which was really exciting, and I don't think I like celebrated that enough. But it's also important to not look to other people to celebrate things with you. Just like be happy for yourself, and hopefully you have friends and family around you who will celebrate the little ones with you. And then also I want to grow my socials and my platforms a lot more. I want to hit 1 million on TikTok. I will hit 1 million on TikTok, 250k on IG, and I want 100k on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It really helps me because I put a lot of work into these and they perform the worst out of all of my content. But no more. It is not going to perform the worst from now on. YouTube is going to be my shit. I also want to work with around 20 brands a month. Gucci would be amazing, more luxury brands. I've been working with really good ones though. Like last year I started working with Tom Ford, which was like crazy. I worked with Clinique, which was huge. I worked with a lot of really big brands last year, and and Sephora and Lucky. I didn't celebrate those enough. But yeah, so this year I want to just continue to grow it, I guess, and be really creative with the content that I create for them. I should celebrate. I deserve a joint. And then we're going to go on to the more materialistic, physical part of my manifesting board section, list, whatever you want to call it. I know this might sound weird, but whatever. $27 million. Don't ask me why 27. That's just my goal. Own 3 houses. I want a villa in Europe, a house in Palm Springs, a house in Malibu. Writing this didn't even feel like it meant that much to me. I wrote Tesla truck just because that is my dream car when it eventually comes out, because it's cool, futuristic, and good for the environment. I really like my car now, and I worked hard to get my car now, but I want to eventually switch to electric just because I care about the environment. Yeah, so that's not really a 2021 goal. I guess it'll be 2022 or whatever year it's coming out after they fix the bulletproof windows. If you don't get that joke, just Google Tesla Cybertruck window break. And then I want to 10 times my investments. So I've been getting really into cryptocurrencies, stocks, and those types of things, and they've been doing really well, so I just want them to continue doing well. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for all the things I wrote down. And then something else that really helps me that I did a couple years ago and I need to do it for this year is like creating a vision board, finding photos on Pinterest or whatever, putting them on an actual board and creating like your dream life in visuals, and then looking at that every day. And that will really help just like ingrain it into your brain. And I don't think people realize how strong their brain is. Like I have accomplished so much shit that just seemed so far out there, and I've accomplished it just because I believe I can do it, and I do the hard work also as well, of course. I don't know, dude. Like I just want more people to realize the power that they hold in their brain. Don't doubt yourself. You can literally do anything. Like society telling you that you can't is just another way capitalism is trying to crush our souls. So don't let it happen to you. My life has been crazy, and I owe it to myself and manifesting in the universe. Feeling really grateful. Additionally, it's really great to have like post-its and put them on your mirror. If you struggle with like self-love and motivation, reaching certain goals, get some post-its, put them on your mirror, or on your door, and every day when you leave, you see that, and it just like reinforces it into your brain. So that's like another method, is the post-its. Also journaling it, obviously, saying it out loud. And additionally, it's really great if you practice gratitude when you wake up and before you go to bed. Say your goals and everything when you wake up and when you go to bed. And some people have their different things where they write it like 3 times or 5 times. You can look more into those work as well. I really believe in the power of just like putting it out there, but don't be embarrassed by whatever your goals are. Just like share them. The universe will work to try and make those happen. Just don't doubt yourself. Especially women, we've been suppressed for so long and been told that we can't accomplish certain things, but you know, if women were running the world, there wouldn't have been all of these wars. So food for thought, you know what I mean? Is there a freaking shadow on my face? Whatever. But I also want to share with you things that I did accomplish in 2020 that I manifested and I can't believe happened. I mean, I can't believe it, but I'm shocked. Live in a house. I now live in a house. That was like very far-fetched, to be honest, but it happened. I got a new car. I made way more money this year. But I also want to talk about how everything shouldn't be about finances, because look, rich people are really sad. And I've seen it. I've seen it. That's why money shouldn't be just like the ultimate goal for you. And if you do want to make a lot of money, make sure that you want it for the right reasons and that you like want to give back. I have been thinking about when I have a certain amount of money, all of the things that I want to help in the world. Like I want to help end world hunger. I want to help animal cruelty. Like I want to end animal cruelty. I want to help with climate change so that, you know, the world is livable and we've just done so much damage. I want to try and help reverse that. And homelessness. I want to end homelessness. Like there's so many things that I'm really passionate about, and like women's rights, etc., etc. So many things that I want to fix, and I would use that money to fix, because money is just like a currency that we created, and it sucks it's like that. But once you have enough and you can start giving it back, that's the goal, in my opinion, is to like make enough money to where you can use that money to change the world in a positive way, while also being like an inspiring individual and setting a good example for people, and you inspire people the way you live your life. I've been thinking about it, and basically the overall like big goal as far as financial freedom is you want to create a life to where if you won the lottery, you would still continue living your life the same way that you live it. And I think that's so important, because you don't want to be like living your life just in anticipation of a big win, you know what I mean? You want to set yourself up and create a life that really makes you happy without just thinking about money, or basically without just thinking about money. Just like find out what makes you happy and how you can live that comfortably, then start working every day to make that happen. A couple things I've realized is you really need to work smarter, not harder, but you also have to work hard. But the way America's system is they make you think that you need to work a 9 to 5, that they own you. They think they can control what you do outside of work. And I don't think that that's how people were intended to live. I think that we should all be individuals and be respectful of one another, learn and grow from one another. Humans were created to just like way back, okay? Way back at the beginning of time, humans were just eating, growing food, fucking, raising kids, and then we've created this society to where it's like we have to work so much, and where a lot of people are miserable with their jobs. I consider myself super lucky, super grateful, super fortunate to have created a life where I like my job, I have freedom, I worked really hard for that. It's possible. You don't have to hate your job. There's going to be points where you do, and I definitely went through those periods. Like I would have panic attacks. I was miserable. And then I just like had enough. That's when I booked my one-way ticket to Bali, and I've just been like continuously growing, and I'm so much happier now, and I feel so much more fulfilled. I feel like I make a bigger difference in the world. I can work as hard as I want for myself. I'm not working for someone else to just like treat me like shit. And I just want you to know that it is possible, and anything that you think you can do or anything you want to do, you can do it. Like do not limit your beliefs or think like, oh no, I can't do that. You can do it. It's hard when you don't have someone believing in you. I'm really lucky that I did, but there have been times where people didn't believe in me. Then you just work really hard to prove them wrong. So I want to kind of explain how I inspire people and what like my purpose has been, kind of my journey on that. So I started out as only a fashion blogger back when it was just websites, and I have developed into fashion, beauty, travel, lifestyle. So kind of everything, because that's what it ends up being, is you kind of just like share your life. Moving forward, I want to continue, obviously once quarantine is done, I want to continue to inspire people to travel places, because I think you can learn so much from seeing other parts of the world. I want to help inspire people to express themselves more through, whether it's through clothing or makeup or whatever. I want to share more vegan recipes with people. I've gotten so many messages saying that I already inspired a lot of people to be vegan and how much better they feel, and that makes me so fucking happy. That is like the goal, and that's like what I thrive off of, is knowing that I changed someone's life for the better. I've gotten messages about how people said The Secret changed their life and they thanked me for recommending that. I got messages from people saying how microdosing shrooms really changed their life. So it's really been all over the place, but I've gotten a lot. And those, I thank you guys so much for when you let me know that, because it lets me know I'm doing a good job and it inspires me to keep going and to keep making people's lives a little bit brighter and happier or whatever. You know, I feel like I'm a giver. I'm a Pisces. I'm also sensitive. But I just want you guys to focus on discovering yourselves, finding out what you really want, writing it out. Because when you write it out, you can refer back to it and see how you've changed, how you've grown, or maybe you've accomplished those things. And it's just really nice to refer back to the past you. Look at the past you to plan out the future you. Don't stop discovering yourselves. Don't stop learning. Always be eager. So yeah, that's it. Let me know if you want more videos like this where I kind of just like talk about the way that I think and my views on the world and how my brain works, etc. Hopefully this was helpful and helped someone out there. Comment below if you have any questions. I'm here for you. I believe in you. I love you. Don't doubt yourself. You got this. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next week.